What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy from CancerMoonsTarot coming at you guys with the weekend reading. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what we got going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs of love, man. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, or my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to my notification gang. Hopefully my notification gang pulls through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was Capricorn. So let's go ahead and get it cracking, man. But before we get it cracking, guys, happy Friday, happy weekend. I hope we're looking towards a fantastic weekend. I just wanted to say today is my 4th year anniversary of being a tarot reader on YouTube, which is something that's absolutely magnificent. It's not something I expected that I'd be doing for 4 years. I can't believe it worked out so well for so long, and I'm so freaking grateful, guys. I genuinely want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for over the years, for the many of you that have supported me, and for the many of you that have inspired me in so many magnificent ways. If I've been able to help you over these years, guys, I'm more than grateful and happy to have, and I hope that I continue to help all of you throughout the process of my channel and throughout the growth of my channel. I just want to do the best for every single one of you, so thank you guys for the amazing things you've done for me and how much you've impacted and changed my life positively, and I hope that I've done the same for you. And for the new people that have recently come around to the Soul family, thank you for being a part of it. Whether you've been here since day one, or you just came here yesterday, or you came here a couple months ago, it doesn't matter to me. Thank you guys for being a part of the Soul family and the community. This is a Soul family on YouTube like no other, and I just love you guys and appreciate you guys so much. So genuinely, thank you all for your love and your support. You are all appreciated, and I want you guys to know that so much, all right? So without further ado, let's see what we got going on. Starting out here with the Capricorn, baby. What do we got, baby? Messages for Cappy. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 72 hours, what messages do we got coming up here for Team Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Oh, we're about to drop some cards here today, I swear, man. I don't know what it is, guys, lately. I feel like I've definitely been pretty Butterfinger-ish, so my apologies, y'all. Messages for Team Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Cappy, we're going to grab ourselves one last shuffle over here, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Capricorn, overall energy for you is going to be the Page of Pentacles. So, you could be connecting with an earth sign here, possibly a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taking a look at your current energy, we do have here the Death card. You might be dealing with a Scorpio. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we got here the Four of Swords, and then looking at the outcome that's present for you, Capricorn, is going to be the Temperance card. So, as far as what I'm seeing coming into your weekend here, Page of Pentacles all the way to the Death card upright, there is something that you want to change. I feel like you're changing your approach here, Capricorn, is what it looks like to me. Death card is about change. Page of Pentacles is kind of like about what it is you're giving. So it could be about changing your approach, changing the way that you do something. I just definitely feel here that there's going to be a new kind of approach or a new way that you do something. It could be about like a new approach to your work, a new approach to your friendships, a new approach to a situation. I mean, some of you Capricorns might be in a situation currently where, you know, based upon what you're dealing with, Four Swords, you and somebody else may not be communicating, you and somebody else may not be talking. So maybe you want to change your approach to how to heal a relationship over the weekend instead of doing the same thing. You know, many of you guys probably heard that statement before. You know, you can't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. That's far from the truth. If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to get the same thing at the end of it. So, Capricorns, you know, taking a look at what you're dealing with here, we do have the Four of Swords. I feel like this can represent one or two things. It could represent that this is talking about a gap between you and a person. Excuse me for one moment, guys. Thank you very much. This could be signifying like a gap between you and a person you're dealing with. So let's say right now you and a friend aren't talking, you and a family member aren't talking. It could be a situation like that, or the Four of Swords could be signifying some sort of stagnation. So Capricorn, whether you've been feeling stagnant, whether you've been feeling distant with somebody, I just feel like coming into your weekend, in order to fix that, is to change the way that you've been approaching a situation, to change the way that you've been doing things. You know, taking a look at the outcome that's present, we got here the Temperance, and the Temperance is all about healing and fixing and mending situations. So Capricorns, if you and another person haven't been talking for a while, coming into this weekend, you may be changing your approach on how to fix and heal the relationship. And for another group of you Capricorns, if you've been dealing with any form of stagnation of some sort, the way that you're going to do this is change your approach to the stagnation and how you take action and what it is that you want. And that's going to grant you a very powerful result here with the Temperance card being the outcome. So that's what I got here for you guys. Honestly, pretty good reading here, you know? I think that it's really important to talk about the fact that if you keep doing the same thing, you're going to get the same result, right? So you got to switch it up sometimes to get those different results that you're looking for. All right, Capricorn, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, I do want to say real quick, because there were 2 donations that rolled into the chat. Let me scroll up real fast, guys. Sorry if this takes me a little bit of a minute. JD, thank you so much for the 444. I really appreciate that. Or the 4444, really appreciate that. Happy 4 years to you. Anthony, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for sticking around, JD, and thank you for that donation. Like, that's a lot, and I really, really appreciate that. Rastafari Ann, thank you for the 555. That's my favorite number. I love 555 as a synchronicity. Thank you so much for that donation, my love. I greatly appreciate it, guys. These donations help out more than you know. Thank you so much for your generosity. It is super appreciated. So, we started out here today with our earth signs. Let's go ahead and do earth, water, fire, air. Going on to our water signs, let's have a look here at the Scorpio gang. What do we got going on, baby? Messages for Team Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got coming up here for Team Scorpio, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. Sorry about that, guys. Can you believe I haven't done a weekend reading in like 2 weeks? It's such a weird feeling doing this right now, because last week I had to do the midweek read because I had to have my oral surgery, so I didn't even get to do a weekend reading last week. It's such a fun time though, man. I love doing these readings before we close off into our weekend. The weekend read is one of my favorite reads to do. All right, Scorpio, I'm babbling. Let's get one more shuffle here, and we'll see what we got going on, all right? Scorpio, overall energy for you is showing up as the Lovers in reverse. You could be connecting with a Gemini for a few of you. Taking a look at your current energy, we got here the Knight of Pentacles. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we have here the Queen of Pentacles, and then looking at the outcome that's present for you, Scorpio, is going to be the Page of Cups. So, Scorpio, coming into your weekend, guys, Lovers in reverse all the way to the Knight of Pentacles upright. It definitely feels to me like something's lacking stability. It seems to me like, you know when you picture like a connection and like a signal's really weak? There's a weak signal here is kind of what I'm picking up on. Whether that weak signal is about like a connection in your life, or it's about like you don't really feel connected to your job anymore, your work, or your passions, there's a weak signal happening here for a few of you. I mean, taking a look at what you're dealing with, Queen of Pentacles, you feel like you want to reinvest your time into something different is what I'm seeing here for you. It's like I'd rather reinvest my time into something new. I'd rather reinvest my time into something else, because whatever it is you have been primarily putting your time into, it just doesn't feel the same for you, Scorpio. So whether that be a relationship, whether that be a job, whether that be a personal hobby, I just think that your interests here are getting changed up a little bit. I mean, looking at the outcome that's present, you do have here the Page of Cups, and Page of Cups is about putting your energy, your feelings, and your emotions into something that is better suited for you. So Scorpio, on an emotional level, you're just not really in something anymore. You're not really connected to it, and it could be a multitude of things. Again, by the way, it could be about like a friendship, a relationship. It could be about your passion towards your job. Just something here doesn't really sit with you anymore. It's just not an interest of yours. I feel like you're just totally disconnected here with that Lovers in reverse. So moving into this weekend, you know, we got that Page of Cups showing up for the outcome. Page of Cups says, I want to do something that I feel incredibly emotionally connected to. I want to do something that sparks passion, that sparks happiness, that sparks love within me, and that's what I'm going to start walking towards. So Scorpio, you're walking away from something that you have a weak connection or signal towards, and you're going towards something else that you feel more connected to. So take that how that applies in your life based upon your current situation, all right? All right, Scorpio. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our earth, we did our water. Now going on to our fire signs. Let's have a look here at the Aries gang, what do we got going on, baby? By the way, Aries, I want to say happy birthday to you guys. I hope you're doing well. Happy Aries season and happy birthday. I hope you guys are having a magnificent time. What do we got coming up here for Team Aries, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Aries, we're going to get this last shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, man. Hopefully all is well. Aries, overall energy for you is showing up as the Six of Pentacles. You could be connecting with an earth sign here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taking a look at your current energy, we do have here the Six of Wands in reverse. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we got here the Knight of Wands, and then looking at the outcome for you guys is going to be the Two of Cups. So Aries, as far as what I'm seeing for you guys coming into your weekend, Six of Pentacles here to the Six of Wands in reverse. It's this energy, right? When you see the Six of Pentacles, this is about equal give and take. So you and somebody are on the same page. You and somebody are both feeling the same way. I think what you're both feeling here is that something hasn't been going according to plan. Six of Wands. Something here isn't feeling very successful. It doesn't feel like it's going according to plan. So both of you are kind of feeling this energy right now with the Six of Pentacles as well. So you and somebody in your life right now feel like something is just not going right. I mean, taking a look at what you're dealing with the Knight of Wands. It feels to me like you want to grow closer with somebody. Maybe there was distance happening between you and somebody else. Maybe there was a lack of attention, a lack of affection, and both of you are both realizing this, and then you're like, you know what? It's time to actually get closer to one another. It's time to be more invested. So Aries, whether you're dealing with a romantic situation, a friendship, whether you're dealing with a business partnership, I think you're kind of coming to the conclusion mutually with somebody else this weekend that both of you have kind of been very, distant. And with that being said, you want to get closer so that that distance isn't there, and so that the two of you could be in a better place in reference to whatever your relationship may be. So looking at the outcome that's present, we got here the Two of Cups. I feel like you and another person are getting mutually closer to one another because you both are putting in the effort this weekend to have a more close relationship, considering that both of you kind of felt the distance. So it could be that you and a friend, you might have felt kind of distant from a homie, and you're like, yo, like, have you been feeling distant from me too? They're like, yeah, I've been feeling distant from you. Fuck it. Let's go ahead and change that. Let's hang out this weekend. Let's, start being more active. Let's drop in each other's lives more oftenly. It's that energy of both of you committing to each other, committing more time, committing more love, committing more energy, and wanting to be around each other to make that relationship closer. So Aries, I like that for you. Not a bad reading in the slightest. Coming into your weekend here, you're getting close to somebody again that you have felt a bit of distance with. All right? All right, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, JD, thank you for another donation, my love. Thank you for the 2222. Happy birthday, War Partners, Castor, and Polax Gemini. That's so awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that donation. And JD, chill. I feel so bad, by the way. I appreciate these donations, but I'm so scared. I feel like you donate way too much to me, and it makes me scared. I'm really sorry, JD. I feel bad sometimes. It's okay, though. I want you to know I really appreciate it, but you don't have to go that hard because I feel horrible, by the way. I'm not a good person when it comes towards accepting things sometimes, and maybe that's something that I have to work on, but I feel so bad. All right, so JD, thank you. I want you to know it's super appreciated, but I also feel really horrible at the same time. So I guess that's the Cancerian in me. But nonetheless, JD, really, really appreciate that. Thank you for your donation. And besides just the donations that you send in, thank you for your genuine support. You're always in the channel. You're always in the chats. You're always showing so much love and positivity. And honestly, like the prayers that you sent me over time have really been beneficial and helped me. And I really appreciate just the genuine personal connection that you have to me and the channel. It really, really means a lot. So thank you so much, all right? All right, baby. So we just did our fire. We're now going to go on to the air signs. Let's go ahead over here and have a look at the Aquarius. I'm feeling Aquarian vibes. What's going on, baby? Messages for Aqua, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for Team Aquarius, please? Messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Aquarius, we're going to grab ourselves one last shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. What do we got coming in here for you, beautiful people? Aquarius, overall energy for you is going to be the Two of Wands. You could be connecting with a fire sign, Aries, Sag, or Leo. Taking a look at your current energy, we do have here the Ace of Cups. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we got here the Fool in reverse. All right, and then taking a look at the outcome that's present for you, Aquarian, is going to be the Two of Swords. So, Aqua, you might be dealing with an Aries here, but Two of Wands upright to the Ace of Cups. It is about where do I want to put my fulfillment, or where do I want to put my love? I think that some of you guys could be debating right now. You're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place with the Two of Wands, because it's like, do I want to put my love into myself, or do I want to put it into another person? Like, am I interested in love right now, or am I interested more so in self-love? Or am I interested in both? I think right now, when it comes towards your feelings and the love that you have and the compassion you have, you're kind of wondering to yourself, is relationships in my life worth it at this point, or should I kind of continue to focus on self-love and positivity, so on and so forth? I mean, taking a look at what you're dealing with, the Fool in reverse, by no means necessary are you like needing romance in your life. You're not putting yourself out there. You're not showing signs of desperation, Aquarius. It's like, if maybe the right person comes along, I'd give love the chance. But right now, I feel like I need to focus on what is personally fulfilling me. And I think that's a great thing to do. I tell people all the time, when you focus on making your life the best life possible, you're going to attract all the best things in that life. So for example, if you're living your best life, you're going to have your best partner, your best future husband or future wife. Because when you've created the best life for yourself, you're going to attract the best partners. You're going to attract the best friends. You're going to attract the best opportunities. So if you're wondering where to put your focus right now, if you're wondering, Aquarius, where to put all of this beautiful energy that you have within you, I would say put that in yourself. Cycle it through you. Because the more you build and expand on your life to make it everything you want it to be, the more you will attract everything that matches the wonderful life you've created. So continue working on your life. Don't feel indecisive here with that Two of Swords, okay? Shift the focus to you, and you'll have all that abundance that you give to yourself. You'll attract it outwards, okay? All right, Aquarius, I like it, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, It might be like you're in this energy aqua where it's like, I don't know, like part of me wants to start dating again, part of me wants to be open to love, and it's like you can if you want to. But nonetheless, you'll always find the right person when you're never looking, That's kind of the main point I wanted to say. Like, when you are living your best life and creating your best life, they will knock on the door like, hey, bitch, and they'll be there out of nowhere. You'll be super ecstatic and excited. So if you want the most amazing person in your life, become the most amazing person you could be. And then you end up attracting that counterpart, All right, baby. So we finished up our first batch of signs, going back onto our Earth signs now. Let's have a look here at the beautiful Taurus gang. What do we got, baby? Let's crack it with the bull gang. Messages for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 72 hours, what do we got coming up here for Team Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, my bull gang. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Taurus, overall energy for you is going to be the Two of Cups in the reverse. So, you could be connecting with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Looking at your current energy, we do have here the High Priestess in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, you do have here the Knight of Cups in the reverse. And then looking at your outcome, Taurus, we got here the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So, we do have all reversals across the board, but let's see what this is about for you, okay? Two of Cups in the reverse to the High Priestess reversed. I think right now, your spirit guides are feeling a little tapped out from you. This is probably going to be a bit of a more spiritual message for Taurus, so if that doesn't resonate with you, don't worry about it, but I do feel like this is a bit more of a spiritual message. So, your guides are trying to say, like, you haven't been tapped in lately to your intuitive abilities, your intuition. You haven't really been tapped into your guidance, right? It kind of feels to me, Taurus, like you've been resonating a little bit too more inside your head, and instead of, like paying attention, I guess, to like what your spirit guides have been trying to tell you. So I feel like your guides have been trying to give you a message, but you just have not been receiving it. Taking a look at what you're dealing with the Knight of Cups reverse. Knight of Cups reverse is kind of that energy where you feel like you're not going forward in the energetic state of being you want to be in. For example, Taurus, you might be a person right now that wants to be going forward in their life as a more confident person. Maybe you want to be a more happier person. Maybe you want to be a more positive person, but you feel like that's the exact opposite of what's happening. It's like, as I'm floating through my life and going forward, I don't feel like I'm the person I want to be. Looking at the outcome that's present, King of Pentacles in the reverse, reason being, or more so, by you not being the person you want to be, it leads you to feeling unstable in who you are. Because it's like, this is not who I am right now. The energy that I'm giving out, the energy that I'm in, the energy that I'm carrying with me into my future, this isn't the real Taurus. This isn't the real me. but ultimately you also feel like you have not been able to snap out of that energy either. So your guides have they've been trying to be there for you. I'm sorry if this message is coming off confusing. I'm trying to put it into words as best as I can, but Taurus, essentially, your guides are trying to be there for you. They're trying to tell you, look, right now you might not be in the best energy. You might not be feeling like yourself. You might not be doing what you want to be doing or feeling how you want to be feeling for your future. But that doesn't mean that you can't change the energetic state of being you're currently in. So I feel like your guides are trying to say, tap out of your ego, Taurus, tap out of the negativity that you've been a part of, or if you've been inside your head, tap out of that and try to reconnect right now with your higher vibrational self. What would the best version of yourself do in this situation? What would the best version of yourself do in your life? What would the best version of yourself act? How would they treat? How would you behave people if you were the best version of yourself? I think your guides are trying to tell you, imagine what the best version of Taurus would be, and then go ahead and become that person, because at the end of the day, we have this beautiful thing called choice. We get to choose who we get to be on a daily basis, and your guides are trying to reference that and remind you of that. So if you're not feeling like you're the person you want to be, remember that you can make the choice to be who you want to be. So my best advice would be envision who the greatest version of Taurus is. Who is the greatest version of you? And if you like that version, if you like that person, then just simply allow yourself to become it. I'm not telling you act as if or pretend to be that person. I'm telling you no, choose to be that person. If you want to be a Taurus who's a positive influence to millions of people every day, become that Taurus. If you want to be a Taurian who's incredibly confident in everything that they do, become that Taurus. Well, how do I become that energy? You simply choose to be it. And I know it sounds overcomplicating, but it's one of the most simplest things you can do. Even though it can sound incredibly complicating, all you have to do to become something is simply choose to be it. So coming into your next 72 hours, if you're not liking the path you're on, allow yourself to choose to become that version of you want to be. All right, my bull gang. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did the earth, going on to the water. Let's have a look here at the Cancer gang. What's going on, baby? Messages for Team Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for Team Cancer, please? Messages for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Cancerian, we're going to get ourselves this last shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Cancer, overall energy for you is going to be the Justice. I almost said the Judgment. Okay. Cancer, we got here the Justice card. I love how I make up words, man. I do it 24/7. You could be connecting with a Libra for a few of ya. Taking a look at your current energy, we do have here the World in reverse. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we do have here the Fool in reverse. And then looking at the outcome that's present for Cancerians, we got here the Knight of Wands in reverse. So Cancers, coming into your next 72 hours, Justice card here to the World in reverse. This is about balancing out your world. I think that you're recognizing I've kind of been feeling a little bit off balance, right? Maybe I've been too invested in something and less invested in another thing. Maybe I've been too focused on like the shadow side and not the light side. Maybe I've been too negative and not enough positive. It's kind of like this energy where you're noticing you've been off balance, right? You haven't been having the best of all, like the best of both worlds. You've kind of been in one area. So taking a look at what you're dealing with the Fool in reverse over here. I feel like because you've kind of been stuck in one specific type of energy, in your weekend here, the universe is kind of trying to tell you, it's time to bring back the balance, Cancer. If you've been sitting in your shadow for too long, it's time to come out and be in your light body. If you've been in your light body so far for such a while, maybe it's time to go to your shadow, vice versa. I think that the universe is trying to convey to you, we need balance. We need the light just as much as we need the dark, and we need the dark just as much as we need the light. So if you've been in one energy for far too long, maybe take a look at the opposite side. I mean, looking at the outcome that's present here, Knight of Wands in the reverse, Cancer, I feel like currently you've been feeling kind of trapped in a certain energy. Most of you Cancerians might have been feeling that you've been kind of trapped in the dark lately. Maybe you feel like you've been stuck in your head, you've been surrounded by negativity, you've been surrounded by things that are just making you unhappy. If that's the case, universe here says, well, it's time for some balance. Why don't you do something for yourself that makes you happy? I mean, this is kind of interesting because I did just do a tarot reading for Cancer for April 2022, and the title of that video was somewhere along the lines of like, Cancer, when was the last time you were happy? I think that if you've been sitting in your shadow for so long, Cancer, if you've been sitting in the dark for so long, this weekend, it's time to do stuff that's going to make you happy. It's time to embrace your light. And I think the universe wants to spark that within you again. So my best advice would be do something that makes you laugh this weekend. Do something that's fun. Do something that would make you happy, even if the happiness is temporary. Call up an old friend you haven't chatted with in a while and go have coffee with them. Go do something you've never done before. Do something extravagant. Whatever you can do this weekend that is going to spark some joy into your life, it's time for you to do that because you deserve to have that joy being sparked. You deserve happiness, especially for those of you that have been sitting in the dark for quite some time. So Cancer is coming into this weekend, we need the dark, but we also need the light in our lives. We need the sadness, but we also need the happiness in our lives. And I think it's time for you to really experience some joy. So your guides are trying to say here, snap out of that dark energy and do something for yourself that's going to make you feel good. All right, Cancerian, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, there was another donation real quick. I believe it was from Tiffany. Tiffany, thank you so much for I believe that's $50. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Taurus here. I finally made it to a live. I'm from Sweden and Scandinavia, so time difference is huge. Yeah, it is for sure, but I watch your daily readings every time. Dude, shout out to you. That's freaking awesome. You are so spot on. I love the new intro. Always be you. Thank you, Tiffany. I'll always do my best to keep up with being the best I can and embracing myself, but seriously, thank you for that donation. That's kick-ass of you. I really appreciate that. And what's also kick-ass of you is watching these lives all the way from Sweden/Scandinavia. That is a time difference for sure. So thank you for pulling through. Really, really appreciate that. Hope I'm not messing up your sleep schedule or anything like that, but thank you for always coming through. That's really, really awesome. And I always see you in the chats here too, Tiffany. So you're super appreciated. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So we did our earth, we did our water, going on to the fire. Let's have a look here at the Leo gang. What do we got going on, baby? What's cracking for the Lions? Messages for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for Team Leo, please? Messages for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Leo, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves one last shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Leo, overall energy for you is going to be the 10 of Pentacles. You could be connecting here with a earth sign for a few of you. Looking at your current energy, we do have here the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we do have here the High Priestess. And then the outcome for Leos here this weekend is going to be the 4 of Pentacles. So Leos, coming into your weekend, guys, 10 of Pentacles here to the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. That is definitely a jump for sure. I think that there is a good environment around you, but at the same time, it's not one you necessarily feel comfortable in, and I think that's totally okay. It's okay for something around you to be good, but for you to not feel like it's up to your standards, or for you to feel like you don't resonate with it, Somebody can tell you something's fantastic, but that doesn't make it fantastic, right? Somebody can tell you, hey, this drink is amazing, and you can drink it, and it could be horrible. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what people tell you, it matters about what you feel, right? So I think that coming into your weekend, 10 of Pentacles, someone here is trying to say, this is amazing for you. Maybe it's an opportunity we're referencing, or somebody here is saying, you have all this and you have all that. And it's from the outside perspective, people can try to tell you that, you have all these amazing things. Why aren't you satisfied with it? But if you're not satisfied with something, Leo, you're just not satisfied with something. And nobody can tell you how to feel in that retrospect. So taking a look at your weekend here, I feel like someone is trying to make your life out to be something super magnificent, but maybe you're just not comfortable with that. Maybe you're just not feeling connected to what other people are trying to tell you is good for you, because you have a different opinion and you have different feelings. Taking a look at what you're dealing with the High Priestess here. On an intuitive level, I think you're starting to recognize, no matter how many people present opportunities to me, no matter how many people try to tell me to live my life a certain way, no matter how many people try to tell me that what I have is this and what I have is that, it's nobody can tell me how to feel about my life. Nobody can tell me what's good for me. Nobody can tell me what makes me happy. I think that this weekend, you're going to be coming into the realization that you're very sick and tired of people telling you how you should feel. I think that's the main message that's trying to come across, or that's trying to be put across here, Leo, for you. It's I'm really sick and tired of people telling me how I should feel. So coming into this weekend, it's about saying, if I don't feel great about something, I don't feel great about something. It is what it is. Looking at the outcome that's present, 4 of Pentacles, the only thing that matters is how I feel about certain situations. And with the 4 of Pentacles over here, this is about you holding on to your perspective and not allowing the perspectives of other people to overturn yours. So guys, whether you had an opportunity arise for you this weekend and somebody was like, this is amazing, Leo, you should take it. And you're like, no, I'm not feeling it. And they're like, oh, but you should still take it. And you're like, didn't you hear me? I'm not feeling it. It's this energy of like, people need to stop telling you what to do, how to live, and how I should feel. You know, how I feel about something is how I feel about something, and I'm going to continue to stand by that. So I feel like whatever the situation is, because it's a little confusing, whatever's happening to you this weekend, something's going to trigger you to make you realize that you're tired of having people tell you how to feel. And then you're going to get into that energy where it's like, you know what? Nobody's going to be telling me shit moving forward. The only opinion I care about is going to be my opinion, point blank, period. And Leo, that's how it should be. Your feelings are yours and you're entitled to them. Don't let other people try to steamroll over how you feel and try to tell you how to feel, okay? All right, Leo, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our earth, our water, our fire. Going on to the air sign now. Let's have a look here at the Gemini gang. What do we got going on, baby? Messages for Team Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 72 hours, what do we got coming up here for Team Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Gemini, you guys came through rather quickly. Let's see what we got, baby. Gemini, overall energy for you is going to be the moon in reverse. So you could be connecting with a Piscean for a few of you. Looking at your current energy, Gemini, I feel like we cannot escape the High Priestess today. This card has been coming out very often. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, Knight of Wands in reverse, and then the outcome for your weekend, Gemini, is going to be the Ten of Wands in reverse. So Gemini is coming into your weekend here, the moon in reverse to the High Priestess card upright. This is essentially you guys feeling like, I don't know how to feel per se about a certain situation. I think that right now you're kind of keeping some feelings to yourself or you're keeping a secret. It could be one of the two. Gemini, you might have been told a secret. Whatever the secret is, I think that this is something that you're having a difficult time not conveying because it involves somebody in your life. It involves somebody who's around you. So Gemini's coming into your weekend, somebody might have told you something to keep a secret, but it's very difficult for you to do that when it's in reference to somebody you care about. If that's the case though, Gemini, looking at the outcome that's present, Ten of Wands reversed, you're saying to yourself, oh, I would just feel so much better if I let this secret out, but I'm not too sure how that would be. So Geminis, if you have some sort of secret that needs to be kept this weekend, I would consider keeping it for the time being, just because of the ramifications that could come if that secret is released. Now, if this isn't about a secret, Gemini, coming into your weekend, guys, this could be an entirely different story. So, moon in reverse here to the High Priestess card upright. In another way of reading this, Gemini, it kind of feels to me like what you might be keeping to yourself is your feelings and emotions about something. You might be in a place where you've been bottling up your feelings and emotions for such a long time, and I think you're recognizing that that's kind of what's been holding you back. So there could be a few of you Geminis this weekend that are starting to realize, I've bottled up so much in my life, and because I bottled up so much in my life, it's made me feel so stuck. It's made me feel so trapped. And because of that, I have felt like I'm not moving forward in my life. I felt stagnant. Looking at the outcome that's present, though, we do have here the Ten of Wands reverse, which is positive news. If you've been holding on to things and bottling things up for such a long time, Gemini, you're getting ready to have a massive release. So, Geminis, coming into this weekend, if you've been a person that's been bottling up their feelings and emotions for a while, it looks to me like you're going to be letting them out here this weekend, and it's going to be a beautiful release, because once you do that, you feel free, you feel liberated, and you're ready to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. You might be getting that intuitive nudge from your spirit guides that are saying, Gemini, you've bottled up so much for so long, it's time to let it all out. You can't keep bottling it up. It's time to let it pop, okay? So that's the vibes that I'm getting here for a few of you. So your weekend might be a little intense, especially if you've been bottling up feelings and emotions for a while, but it's going to be within your benefit or to your benefit, all right? All right, Gemini, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. And by the way, Tiffany, thank you for another donation, my love. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Anne, for being here for 4 years. Keep it popping. Thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate that. I'm going to do my best to stick around as long as I can. As I always tell people, as long as you show up for me, I'm going to keep on showing up for all of y'all, man. Thank you for your love and support, and thank you for that donation, my love. So, we finished up our second batch of signs, going back onto our Earth signs. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Virgo gang. What do we got going on, baby? Messages for Team Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for Team Virgo, please? Messages for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Virgo. let's go ahead and see what we got, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Virgo, overall energy for you is going to be the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So you could be connecting with a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taking a look at your current energy, we do have here the World in reverse. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we got here the Ten of Cups in reverse, and then the outcome that's present for you is going to be the Eight of Swords. So Virgos, coming into the weekend for you, Nine of Pentacles in reverse here to the World in reverse. I think that right now there's some sort of unfinished business currently going on, and I don't think that you feel too confident in being able to actually close loose ends or tie loose lips. It feels to me like there's unfinished business here, and it's just difficult for you to finish the business. It's like really hard to let go of something right now, is what I'm seeing. So I feel like you might be having a difficulty letting go of something. It's hard to let go of someone. Ten of Cups in reverse, that's what you're dealing with, especially somebody that you had a lot of fond memories with, and it's really difficult for you to realize that there isn't going to be new memories being created with somebody that you had such wonderful memories with. Looking at the outcome that's present, you got here the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is you kind of still reminiscing on the good times that you had with somebody, and it's like you're in this mourning period because you recognize that those good times are not going to be coming in the future. So I think you're mourning the loss of someone. You could be mourning the loss of a friend, mourning the loss of a relationship. I think that right now, you know, and when I say loss, I say breakup. It's like a breakup energy, or like you and somebody are just no longer friends or no longer dating. It's like you're getting through that phase of grief. We're going through that phase of grief here into the weekend where it's like, man, I can't believe like all those happy moments we've shared over the years, like that's not going to be in the future. And it's something that sucks for sure. It's something that's really intense, and it's not the greatest feeling ever to go through, but you will mourn. You will be able to get through this process. You will be able to heal with what it is you're going through. So I'm wishing you guys the best. I think that you have to be patient with yourself. You have to take as much time for yourself as you potentially can, because situations like these are difficult. So Virgo, let yourself heal at your own pace, and most importantly, be patient with yourself, because healing is not an overnight process. All right, Virgo? All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Now, guys, I do want to warn you real fast. I'm a little nervous because I have my camera plugged into a external battery. The battery looks like it's getting ready to tank soon, so I do not want this camera to die during my during the live show. Hopefully, we can finish it before it does. So I'm going to try to speed up a little bit through these signs, but if I have to, I'll end up putting my BRB sign on, and maybe I'll see if I can get a charger in here to make sure this camera is still functioning so we can get through the we can read without a dead camera. Unfortunately, that's my bad for not fully charging. I should have thought ahead of time, so I apologize. So I'm just going to make sure that I do my best here. So, by the way, Tanya Monroe, thank you so much for the $20 donation. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you, my love. I really appreciate that donation, and thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. It's really, really a pleasure. Thank you so much, okay? All right, guys, so we finished up all of our earth signs, going on to the water signs. Let's have a look here at the Pisces gang. What do we got going on, baby? Messages for Team Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for Team Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, my beautiful fish. We're going to get this last shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Pisces, overall energy for you. Oh boy, we do have here a Three of Swords. You could be connecting with a air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Taking a look at your current energy, we got here the Nine of Wands in reverse. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we do have here the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And then looking at the outcome for you, Pisces, we have here the Four of Swords in the reverse. So, as far as what I'm seeing for Pisceans in the next 24, or in the weekend here, Three of Swords here to the Nine of Wands in reverse. You are in a place right now where it's like, I can't hide the pain from something that is very clearly bothering me. I think you've recognized that you no longer can hide a certain pain. I mean, taking a look at what you're dealing with the Eight of Pentacles reverse. It's like it's not working for you anymore. So you're recognizing that hiding some sort of pain isn't working for you anymore, Pisces. It's impossible. The more I keep trying to hide the pain, honestly, the worse you're starting to recognize that you feel. So, and I always tell people that, like, the more you try to hide your pain, you try to bury your pain, usually the worse it makes you feel. So taking a look at the outcome that's present here, Four of Swords in the reverse, it's like it's time for me to get out of my shell and to show the world my truth. It's time to be living in my truth here of whatever's been paining you or whatever has been hurting you over time. So it's about no longer hiding your own pain, but instead embracing it. And you know what? The more you embrace your pain, the more strength you'll find within that. And the more that you embrace your pain, the better that you're going to end up feeling. So coming into the weekend for Pisceans, if you've been dealing with a lot of pain and kind of like masking a lot of pain, you're getting ready here to kind of show your battle scars. And I think that's a beautiful thing, because the more you you show your battle scars and you embrace them, the more strong you become as a person and the more and more better you're going to feel. So Pisces, embrace those battle scars, baby. That's what makes you so fucking strong. All right? All right, guys. So we finished up all the water, all the earth, going on to the fire. Let's have a look here at Team Sagittarius. What do we got going on, baby? Messages for Saggy. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for Team Sagittarius, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Sagittarius, we're going to get this last shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Saggy, overall energy for you is going to be the Nine of Swords in reverse. You could be connecting with an air sign. Looking at your current energy, we got here the Four of Swords in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we do have here the Devil. And then looking at the outcome that's present for you, Sagittarius, is going to be the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So, Sagittarius, coming into your weekend, Nine of Swords reversed here to the Four of Swords reversed. I think what's going on here for you is you're getting back into an energy where you feel friggin' fearless. I think you're ready to kick some ass. I think you're ready to totally banish the devil out of your vibe, and I'm living for that for you, Sagittarius. This is about letting go of the devil. I don't want to feel stuck. I don't want anything negative around me. I don't want anything making me feel trapped. I'm going to stand up for myself and stand up in my power. So coming into your weekend here, Sag, you are reclaiming your power. You're not letting something to allow you to feel trapped or stuck. You are saying, screw this, I will do what I want and I will not get held back. I love that for you. Looking at the outcome that's present here, Sagittarius, we have here Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So Sag, coming into this weekend, you're kind of having this realization that you've been feeling held back for a while, or you've been feeling stuck. Maybe it's a person who has kind of been holding you back. Maybe it's a relationship, friendship. Maybe it's a job situation, but whatever you feel has been really holding you back, you're getting ready to let go of that. You're getting ready to reclaim your power and say, nothing is going to hold me back anymore because I'm done allowing devil-like energies to be in my vibration or in my vibrational resonance. Anything that's going to be in my vibrational resonance from now on is only going to be the most positive things that are beneficial to me. So you're basically tweaking what you're allowing in your vibration, what you're allowing in your energetic field, It's about removing things that are going to have a negative impact on you and surrounding yourself with things that are going to continue to uplift you. So Sag, if you've been feeling stuck, or if there's been a person, an energy, a job, or anything at all that has been keeping you in this energy of feeling trapped, that is getting let go of this weekend as you're now feeling motivated to step right back into your power and say, you know what, I'm going to make sure I'm living my life, but the way that I want to live it, surrounded by the good-ass energy that I deserve to have. Point blank, motherfucking period. I like it, Saggy. I like it a lot. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, Matthew Waters, thank you for the donation, brother. I appreciate that. And Tiffany, thank you for another donation. My hard time started in 2018, and I started watching the dailies, and they have healed and helped me. Are you sure you're not a monk, Aunt? Well, I'm happy to see you in this little fam. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe in a past life I was a monk. I really do enjoy chants and things of that nature and mantras. But thank you for that donation. I appreciate it, and I'm more than happy to do that. It makes me kind of emotional when I see this from you guys, when I see it from subscribers where you're like, you know, you've helped me so much, because that's always been my intention of this channel, and the fact that I've been able to do it for so many people makes me incredibly grateful. So Tiffany, I'm more than happy to have assisted you and any of the times that you needed assistance, and thank you for sticking around. 2018 is when I started. You've been here from the start. So thank you for that, my love. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So we finished up the water, the earth, the fire, going to the last but not least zodiac of the weekend reading. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Libra gang. What do we got going on, baby? Messages for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for Team Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Libra, we're going to grab ourselves one last shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Libra, overall energy for you is going to be the Five of Wands in the reverse. So you could be connecting with a fire sign for a few of you. Looking at your current energy, we do have here the Two of Cups in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, Libra, King of Wands in reverse, and then the last card here, Eight of Wands in reverse. So I know a lot of people hate when all reversals are across the board, but it's not always necessarily the worst thing, all right? Let's have a look at your weekend, Libra. Five of Wands here reversed to the Two of Cups reversed. You just don't really have time right now to be connected to drama. I feel like drama is something that's been popping up around you. I've definitely been seeing that in Libra energy. There's drama popping up around you, and drama is more so from one person. So more than likely, it's a specific person popping up around you that has drama. And I think you got to this point where it's like, no, I can't just resonate with this. I can't. Because the thing is about the energy you're surrounded by. It wasn't always just a drama-filled energy. I think that person had a lot of great qualities that you appreciated. They had a lot of good things about them that you really vibed with. But ultimately, it started to become too much for you with somebody else's negativity that's been getting protruded onto you and just like pushed onto you, you know? So taking a look at what you're dealing with the King of Wands reversed. It's like somebody used to be super, super magnificent. Their vibe was super amazing, but their vibe changed over time. And it's changed to a point where it's left a very sour taste in your mouth, Libra. And looking at the outcome that's present, Eight of Wands reversed, it makes you not even want to be surrounded by this individual, nor want to communicate with them and want to keep up with them because, you know, this person here has definitely changed a lot over time. You know, at first you guys vibed really well, but over time it seems to me like they started being in a more of like a lower vibrational energy, more of a more drama-filled energy, and that negativity started to become too much for you to be surrounded by. You know, one of the telltale signs that somebody you're around just isn't really healthy for you is if you consistently feel drained when you're around said person, and that is what's showing up here in the reading as well. It's like you feel physically drained after you've been around this individual for a while, which is like one of those warning signs that like that energy is just not helping you. It's not healthy for you, right? So someone's vibe here has changed a lot over time. I think you're realizing that you just can't resonate with it anymore. And looking at that outcome that's present, Eight of Wands in the reverse, I don't think you want to progress any further in the relationship that you have with this person. I think you're recognizing I've had too many instances recently where this individual's left a sour taste in my mouth. Maybe it is time to really put some distance in. All right, Libras? All right, baby, let's go ahead and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, all right? Oh my God, I almost dropped this card real quick. But guys, thank you so much, man, for coming out to the weekend reading. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If it resonates, let me know down in those comments down below. Shout out to the peeps that come out Monday through Friday. Thank you for your love, everybody. Thank you for your support. I hope you had a fantastic week. Thank you so much for tuning in. By the way, I do want to say real quick, JD coming in with another donation, my love. JD, thank you for the 55.55. That's nuts, dude. Nothing harder than grieving, but you have to be fearless and keep going. Go through it before you suppress it, and it's even harder to heal. That is like the rawest and truest statement for sure. I've lost so many people, and money can't hold a candle to people. And please don't feel bad. I support your dreams. Well, thank you, my love. I appreciate it. Listen, it's a Cancerian trait. I'm going to feel bad, but it really is so appreciated, and I really want to thank you so much for everything that you've done. I really fucking appreciate that. But going into what you mentioned, though, like when you bury your grief and suppress it, it's even harder to heal later. Like if your grief is at the surface and you take action then, it's so much easier to grieve than if you've suppressed it for such a long time. So that was a very true and raw statement, and I would definitely heed that advice, you know? If anybody has any sort of grief going on currently in their life, don't ignore it, don't shove it away, don't push it down, because it's a very intense situation. It only gets harder to be able to heal you know, the more that you suppress what it is you're actually feeling. But nonetheless, though, guys, thank you for coming out to the weekend reading. It's so appreciated. Sorry that we kind of got rushed a little bit at the end. My camera's very close to dying. I didn't want it to die on you guys while I was doing your reading, so I hope you don't feel like the readings were rushed towards the end. But thank you nonetheless for being here. Readings today were a little interesting. Sorry if they weren't your forte or if they didn't resonate, you know, is what it is. If it resonated, cool. If not, it was not your message, but I hope that I was able to get a nice resonating message to all the peeps that are here. If you guys are new and you fuck with the channel and you fuck with the vibe, come on down and subscribe, baby. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. It would be greatly freaking appreciated. But guys, I want you all to know how much I love you. I really, really do. Thank you for being here for over 4 years, whether you've been here since day one or whether you've recently come aboard or came aboard a couple months ago. This is the 4-year anniversary today of my YouTube channel on March 25th. I started in 2018. Of March 25th, I made CancerMoonsTarot, and it's been 4 years strong, and it's been the greatest experience of my life. I've always wanted to have some sort of YouTube page. That's always been a dream of mine, and I never knew it was going to come into alignment with something like tarot, but tarot actually became such a beautiful creative outlet for me, and it's definitely been something that's helped me become a better person myself, and all of you have helped me become a better person, and if I've ever been able to help you in any sort of way in your life, I'm more than happy to. From the bottom of my heart, guys, I'm so appreciative of all your love and support over these years. And cheers to many more years. Seriously. Thank you guys for all your love and your support. Thank you guys for never giving up on me and for showing up for me. And as always, if you continue to show up for me, I'm going to continue to show up for you. And I'm going to show up for you guys, always doing my best to improve and to deliver the best to you, because I believe every single one of you deserve the fucking best, man. Thank you guys so much, dude. Seriously. Thank you so fucking much, man. All right. With that all being said, though, guys, I love you. Have a fucking fabulous weekend. Have an awesome time. And I will catch you all in the next video. Oh, real quick, giving you guys the update real fast. Today, I uploaded the water signs for April 2022. So fire signs and water signs are out for the April monthlies. Coming up next week will be the air signs and earth signs. So I'll be getting your April monthly videos available to you guys as quickly as possible. So just be a little patient and I'll get those delivered to all of you guys as quickly as possible. But if you're a water sign or a fire sign, check out your video. It's already uploaded. Feel free to check it out and see what you got in store for your month of April 2022. All right, everybody. I love you all so much. Have a fantastic and amazing weekend, and I will catch you all in the next video. Thank you, man, for the past 4 years, from every single one of you, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you all so much. Before I get emotional, I'm going to sign out of this bitch, but thank you guys, man. Much love to you guys, and enjoy yourselves. Have a fantastic weekend. Peace.
Again.